Hello, and welcome to the Chasing Smoke Barbecue channel. Tonight we're smoking chicken leg quarters with a sweet and smoky peach glaze, all done on the Weber Kettle. And tonight I'm rolling by myself because my sidekick is not feeling so hot. So he'll be back next week and we'll get on with the recipe. Thanks for tuning in. So tonight we're using the Weber Kettle. This is a standard 22-inch kettle that you can find anywhere. I just happen to have a performer. I love this kettle because it has a gas assist, it lights the charcoal. It's really well worth the money. I highly suggest getting a chimney. This is the Weber brand. It costs about $15. They last a really long time, 5, 6, 7 years, and it will start your charcoal, never fails, and it's really easy to use. If I'm not using a gas assist, I'm using a cotton ball with rubbing alcohol, and it will do the job just as quick as this. You can even use newspaper if you like. So we're going to go ahead and get that fired up. We're going to let that sit for about 5 to 6 minutes with the flame under it, and we'll let it do its job. Okay, as you can see, our charcoal is ready to roll. It's flame shooting out the top of the charcoal chimney, so it's ready to be poured into the baskets. And I'll show you how I'm going to set this up. We're going to set it up for indirect cooking. I want a hot zone, and I also want an indirect zone. So we're going to use a little bit of best of both worlds and use some classic vintage Weber baskets. I've got these vintage Weber Kettle baskets. These used to come with the original Generation 1 performers, and I had a really good friend send them to me, and he said, use them, I don't need them, and here we are. We're going to feature them in a video, and I appreciate it, Mike. Thanks so much. So what I've done is set them up kind of like a Pac-Man shape here. I usually don't do it this way, but I have an idea, and I want to set up here so we can grill the peaches, and then we'll use this space over here to smoke the chicken at the same time. So let's set it up, and I'll show you what it looks like once we get it rolling. Okay, I've set up my charcoal baskets, and I added some unlit to the bottom of the baskets, and I overfilled it. So I had a little bit too much on my chimney, so I just wrapped around the rest in the back. It should come down here in a minute once I put the lid on and adjust the vents down. So our first step is to get our peaches ready to go to the grill. I've got the peaches I've got 4 whole peaches that I've halved and taken the seeds out, and we're going to just brush them down with a little bit. This is vegetable oil, and that's just going to hopefully help keep them from sticking to the grill. We're ready to set up our peaches. We're going to go ahead and remove the lid. Slide that out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and set our peaches. I think I'm going to go right on the inside of this zone. I don't want them completely direct, but we're going to try it this way. I want them to burn. There's a lot of sugar in there. Okay, so I've skirted the outside of the baskets. That's where the heat is the most centered, except for being right on top of it. That should keep most of the flames away and allow us to cook these through without being burnt and charred too bad. I changed my mind and set the peaches to grill about 30 minutes by themselves without adding the chicken to the grill. I figured I didn't want to add the smoke wood to the peaches. I'd rather have the peach sauce and glaze be just a sweet grilled charred peach instead of an applewood smoke. So here what we're going to do is get our chicken prepped, and by the time our chicken's prepped, the peaches should be done. What I've made is a sweet heat barbecue rub. It's got some powdered honey in it, some brown sugar. I'll put the recipe for this up when I post the video, so you can take it and make it yourself if you want to try this. We're gonna go ahead and get our chicken legs, quarters, prepped up, ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and prep our chicken here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the skin nice and tight over. I want it to be nice and tight across. Alright, I'm going to coat each side
some of this sweet heat barbecue rub. This stuff should be pretty good. Get the inside. Make sure you get the size of the legs. Our chicken legs quarters are rubbed down, ready to roll, and we're going to get them on the grill in just a minute after we pull our peaches off.
Okay, so our peaches are done, just about there. Waiting for them to fall apart. They're pretty well there. So we're going to go ahead and pull these off, and we're going to get them into a bowl to relax and cool down, and then we're going to load up our grill with our chicken. Okay, so I've got all the chicken loaded up, and I've got to watch it because these over here are going to cook way faster than these back here. So halfway through, I'm going to flip these around and lift up our basket here. Up here, we're going to go ahead and just set a couple of wood chunks. This is apple wood, and we're just going to use that back here. Smoke it up. Okay. I'm going to let this go. If you notice, I've put the vent of the grill on the opposite side of the charcoal. Charcoal's over on past this side, and then the vent is on this side, and that's going to draw the smoke up and across the chicken. On a Weber Kettle, you can do it this way, and you kind of control where the smoke goes. So we'll see how this turns out.
So our peaches are cooled down, and what I'm going to do is take and remove the skin. It should peel right off. Okay, here's our last one, and it is coming off pretty easy. You almost have to use the edge of your fingers here, but there we go. And what we're going to do is put this in the food processor, and we're going to puree it up. Alright, in we go with the food processor, and we're going to just get this into a puree. So here we go. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that's nice and thick. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to thin this down. So I'm going to add a little bit of, here we go. I'm going to add a little bit of rice wine vinegar. That'll give it that tang, and it's also kind of sweet. It's about a tablespoon. Then I want to deepen that flavor up, so we're going to go with a little ponzu sauce. There you go, if you can see it. Ponzu sauce. It's a citrus seasoned soy sauce. Now, if you tend to be gluten-free, you can also swap out for tamari. And then it's cold tonight, so I'm trying to keep this stuff warm, which is in my pocket. I've got a little bit of molasses, and I'm looking to just put about a tablespoon of that in there. That deepens up the flavor really far, and also will give it that kind of barbecue taste that we're looking for. And then we're going to go in with it's about 2 tablespoons of honey. And we're going to go ahead and give it another little blitz here. Here we go. So the rice wine vinegar wasn't adding enough tang to what I'm looking for here. So we're going to add just a little bit, about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And that should put us where we want it. That's really good there. So the apple cider vinegar is what we needed to bring it up and make it sweet and tangy at the same time. This should be ready to go on the chicken here just a minute.
Our chicken leg quarters are running about 140 degrees inside, and I'm ready to sauce them. Let's see, just out of curiosity. Yeah, our outside ones are running about 20 degrees less, so we're going to swap those around. And then we're going to go ahead and glaze them. I wanted to show y'all what thermometer I'm using. This is called a Javelin thermometer. It's on Amazon. It's about $25. It's not the most expensive thermometer on the market, but it is a quick read, and I've been carrying this thermometer about 2 years. I use it every day in the kitchen. It has been through the wash, and it's still going strong. So if you're looking for a reasonably priced instant reef thermometer, check out the Javelin ones. They come in all different colors. They also have a Pro line. I have not used that one yet, but this one seems to do really well for me, and I highly recommend it. So I put the ones that were over here back on front so they get closer to the heat, and they'll hopefully finish at the same time. Okay, now we're going to glaze them. Should give it a nice, really nice sheen to them. Okay, we're going to let this set up for just a few minutes, and we'll probably come back and reglaze them in just about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. Our chicken legs have been on for about 5 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and add a second layer of the peach glaze just to make it nice and thick, and it should give us a great layer of flavor. Okay, we've been another 5 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and add a third layer of flavor to this. So we're going to go one more round. We have a few that are close right here. They probably should be pulled off, so I'm going to just let these sit for just a few minutes. So this is our final layer of peach glaze, and we're going to close the lid and let it finish up, and we'll show you all when it's done.
Okay, y'all, thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it. I'm sorry my little guy's not here with me tonight. He's in the bed sleeping right now. So we got our peach glaze chicken leg quarters. These are going to be so good. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. I'll see what I can do to answer them. Share this with your friends. If you know anybody that likes to grill using a Weber Kettle, just share it. See what happens. We appreciate it so much. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.